All right, so this is going to be our last of our lab data. We have our water, we have our vinegar, we have our bleach. So let's go through and take our final observations for each one. Yeah, so the bleach bone is going to be the one that has the bone fat. So yeah, it has the fat, it has some of the tendons and other parts of the bone that has been, and we know that there is fat that's stored in the bones. So you get kind of that scum that you get on stews and soups and stuff. All right, so this is going to be our water bone. So I'm going to dry it off. Yeah, we're going to do this for 96 hours. The bleach smells pretty bad. So the top, you can kind of see it looks a little slimy. It still feels slimy. So that means there is some connective tissue still at the end of the bones. Same on this side, it's a little slimy too. But this was our water bone. I'm putting pressure on it. Nothing's really happening. So this is it's pretty solid. Put this on here. We're going to get 14 grams for our water. Okay, let's look at our next one, our vinegar. I definitely want to use the tongs for the bleach. Okay. So this is going to be our bleach bone. Notice the color. The top, it still feels a little bit slimy or smooth. So that there's still some tissue and other cartilage and stuff at the top. This one's a little bit rougher on this side. One thing that we note from the bone, right? It's pretty soft at this side. It's squishy at the ends. So we can see that the bone is able to be twisted or bent. And I'm getting bone juice everywhere, but it's okay. So this is really squishy at the ends here. We can see that it's like, I actually was able to crack it by squishing it. So this one's still a little bit soft too. We can hear it's cracking along the ends. To put this on here, we're going to get 11 grams of vinegar. All right. And last but not least, we have our bleach bone. Oh, yeah, both of them. Oh, crap. So this is starting to fall apart. So you can see this ended up cracking off too. The side here, we still have a little bit of that red bone marrow that we could see the inside of. So I'll put all those on here, and we're at about 8 grams. What we can see for the bone is, yeah, it turns to white. This is our last set of data, so we can see it. I'm able to just crack it in half with very little force. So we can describe it as really brittle. You can see the inside of the bone is completely hollow, so it's eaten away everything that's inside the bone. Yeah, so it's really fragile. Cool. And I'll put all of the, try to reconstruct it as much as I can down here. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. So we got our vinegar, we got our bleach, and then our bleach. Let's see if we can get this kind of back together. So we can definitely see, right, the bleach was able to react with the bone and a lot. Vinegar, it doesn't look like the water and vinegar are that different, but remember this, right? That's vinegar, water, not the same. I can't do the same thing with this one. It's not twisting, or actually, here, let me do it this way. So I'm putting force. Yeah, so the bleach completely dissolved the blood cells, all the marrow, the nerves, everything inside got destroyed by the bleach, and we're left with just kind of this husk. And we'd see some of the calcium too, some of the other minerals were able to be like leached out of it as well. So we're left with a kind of fossil like this. Sweet, so that is our lab data for today. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this up for us. For